Hey guys, Multi-Upper here bringing another video. Today it's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Chicago Bulls in this matchup. I'm probably going to stay silent for the rest of the video, so apologize if I talk.
Matchups here, and who will see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, checking out Joakim Noah here. What can we expect from him?
Well, the big thing with Noah, Kevin, is that he's a hustle player. He gets on the glass. He's a tremendous offensive rebounder, and his long arms allow him to block shots defensively, get out and cover pick and roll with those quick feet. So this is a player who does a lot of things well.
And that dedication also manifests itself on the court, Steve. I mean, Joe has said himself, hey, I don't have the most talent. So he's really embraced, I'm going to work harder mentality.
The last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers picking up the loss in that outing against Chicago.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game, guys. They weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
You know, to me, one reason why Carlos Boozer is such a valuable scorer is that he can hurt you in a multitude of ways inside. He can hit the rainbow jumper of his, and when he's back to the basket, can go over both shoulders very well.
On defense, Cleveland. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And in that game, guys, I watched it. They were dominant defensively down on the low block, just controlling the paint.
And, you know, once they got a few blocks, the shooters started looking around for those shot blockers, which is no way to be effective offensively.
And for Boozer, you remember the story. Growing up in Alaska, his dad tied his right hand to his waist, so he'd have to develop his left, and that was something that he worked on even more when he went to Duke.
Well, yeah, his left hand is fantastic. I mean, that's his preferred hand when he's finishing around the rim. A right-handed jump shooter, but anything around the basket is usually his left, so he probably owes his dad a debt of gratitude for tying him up all the time.
That's one way to put it. And Waiters kicks to Thompson. Waiters. Cleveland moving it around. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Heinrich outside. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Heinrich's got his first bucket in this one.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it. You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years. There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number 1.
Sorry about that, guys. I just needed to turn off my fan.
In 3 years, that's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Dion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
And Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Cavaliers trailing. Now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Doris?
Kevin, even though these two teams have similar levels of success this season, Coach still feels like they have the upper hand going in. He told me we're stronger in the areas where it matters most, and I think you'll see that once this game unfolds. What he's referring to, we'll see as the game plays out, gentlemen.
Thanks for that, Doris. There's going to be a lot of energy out here tonight on display. These teams both want to grab the upper hand early.
I agree, Kevin. Important to get off to a fast start because they're so evenly matched, these two teams. And so who can seize control early?
You know what, guys? I'm not sure there's going to be a whole lot separating these teams at any point in this game. Like you both said, I think it's going to be really tight.
Count the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Now here's Waiters playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Offline with his three. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Heinrich dishes to Butler. Heinrich, he's covered by Irving. Rejected by Irving. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. With the lead pass, it's Thompson off the drive. Pause the pass to Waiters. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Heinrich outside. Heinrich off a pick from Boozer. From past the arc. They get it back. Dunleavy kicks to Heinrich. The dish now to Boozer. Back to Heinrich. Feeds it to Dunleavy. He passes to Boozer. Just 5 on the clock. Dunleavy kicks to Boozer. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boozer's got his second bucket tonight.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Pass to Waiters. On the wing, Dang. Outside Irving. Waiters shoots the three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Dion Waiters.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Here is Hawes. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And he played great at the defensive end of the floor, too, Kevin. Had a couple of important block shots in that game, so good all-around effort.
And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Hawes. Bennett comes in for Tristan Thompson. Alonzo G is checked in for Luol Deng. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Dion Waiters. Here's G. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. For 3, that is good. G's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Boozer with a screen for Heinrich. He dishes it to Butler. Again, Chicago. And so it's Cleveland with it, trailing by 2. And Jack kicks to G. He feeds it to Varejau. Tries in the post. And it's off the back rim. No good. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Heinrich. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
People have talked about the defensive renaissance in Chicago as a big part of their turnaround, and that's accurate. Thibs has done wonders for this team defensively, but another aspect is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league the past few years, too.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Here's G, and Jack kicks to Bennett. Dellavedova, guarded by Heinrich, and it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Going back to what you said, Clark, about Chicago, it is a credit to them that they've been able to constantly add or draft talent that is ready to step in for them, and Steve contribute off the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You think about Taj Gibson, a late first-round pick. Jimmy Butler last year really emerged as one of the best young players in the league. Great story. So terrific job by the Bulls front office in figuring out which player to take later in the first round.
And now, in transition is Heinrich. Here we go. And that one's good. Heinrich's got 8 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Here's Jack, following the basket by Kirk Heinrich. Kicks it to Bennett. Puts up a three. Here's Verejao. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I think what Verejao tries to do is wear down his opponent, both mentally and physically. He gets in your head with his constant movement and his bumping and grabbing, but he also really understands what he's trying to do offensively, which is roll to the rim, catch the ball on the move, and finish plays either in transition or in offensive rebounding situations.
Yeah, you know what? It goes beyond bumping. He'll make you work wherever he is on the floor by boxing you out, hustling for loose balls and things like that. When you have to guard Verejao, there is no letting up from him. Now here's Gibson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Here's Waiters. He's got 6. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Butler, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable. Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls, and last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guys. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
Here's Chicago. They're on an 18-7 run. Snell, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. You just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
So it's the Cavaliers now after the Bulls pick up 2. Irving dishes to Zeller. That's good. Zeller's got his first points of the night. The Bulls leading by 12. 1:46 left in the first. Snell, defended by G. Butler on the wing. 3-pointer. Dang grabs the miss.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
It's hauled in by the Bulls. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, you can point to their shooting percentage in the low 30s, guys, if you're looking for the reason that game didn't go their way.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible to win a game when you're posting a number like that, Steve. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Again, the miss by Dang.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Noah the screen. He kicks it to Augustine. No one near him. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And Dang, here we go. Augustine with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls flash break. Augustine with the ball. Gets it to go. 8 points for Butler.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Irving can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 14. And it's blocked by Dang. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Noah, the pass to Augustine. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And as the first... Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they've built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Zeller in the middle. Alonzo G is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Dang in at the small forward position. Here's Augustine. Outside Irving. Passes it to Zeller. Back to Irving. Outside Dang. Dishes it to G. There's the pass to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Bennett comes in for Tyler Zeller. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Luol Deng. Here's Irving. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
And with 3 steals, he also showed some grit and toughness at the defensive end. You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
And Augustine kicks to Gibson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And G with the stuff.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Waiters kicks to G. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
The defender shouldn't hang his head there. That's just a good shot, plain and simple.
The Bulls making a switch here. The Bulls leading by 8. Augustine with it. And again, unable to change momentum here. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. G dishes to Irving. And Waiters kicks to G. Outside Irving. The feed to Bennett. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Bennett's got his first 2 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Waiters passes to Thompson. G dishes to Bennett. G defended by Dunleavy. And Waiters kicks to Irving. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim. Guys, when his class came out, people thought Irving was the clear-cut #1 player, but I don't think anybody saw him taking the league by storm the way he has. It's almost like he's surpassed all of his expectations already. Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. 8th in scoring, 8th in assists. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And the points per game really stand out to me, Clark, when you're talking about all those numbers, because this is a team that's very well coached, and they seem to get good shots every trip down the floor. I think they've got a good plan. They have great spacing. And when you combine that with unselfishness, you're going to see a team that scores pretty consistently.
And a fun stat for Irving. He's just the fifth player, Steve, in NBA history to tally 3 consecutive 30-point games before his 21st birthday. It's remarkable.
You know, you look at him now at commercials. I mean, the play, the caliber of play. This guy's a rising star.
Waiters. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. You look at Dunleavy, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
Well, there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. What else can you say?
As a coach, you want your small forwards to be aggressive in getting to the basket. I mean, that's a must. And with these players, whether they draw the foul or get a layup out of it, it's a win-win.
Irving kicks to G. The dish to Bennett from 15 feet away. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Chicago. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
You know, I think for the Cavaliers, the thing with them is they haven't really established an identity for themselves as a team. They never have seemed to come up with a plan and stick to it for very long. They've been all over the place in terms of their identity.
And I put that on the coaching staff more than anyone else, Clark. A coherent strategy has to be in place, or it's impossible to climb up the standings.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Augustine's running. Dunleavy's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Augustine with the steal. Heinrich outside. Feeds to Augustine. Pick off in midair. Now Cleveland moving it up from down low. And the jumper falls for him. 10 points for Dion Waiters.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and, of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Now here's Heinrich. 8 points for him. Dunleavy's shot is off. Now here's Waiters. Waiters off a pick from Bennett. Karsov passes to Bennett. Cleveland moving it around. He dishes it to Verajao. It's stolen by Heinrich. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Heinrich's got the ball.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Clock at 6. And Karsov kicks to Bennett. Fires from deep. No good from Karsov.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the made shot from Dunleavy. Waiters passes to Karsov. Bennett, he's covered by Boozer, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
The Bulls making a switch here. Jack dishes to Bennett. Dellavedova, 6 to shoot. Bennett, he's covered by Boozer. Dang. Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
That one is no good. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Dunleavy. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick back in 2002, you know, he hasn't been a star, but boy, has he been steady and productive in a very long and solid NBA career.
And Dunleavy, very skilled at 6'9".
Yeah, he put up some pretty good numbers in Indiana for a while. He can pass, shoot, handle the ball. Son of a coach, of course, Mike Dunleavy Sr., and you can see where Dunleavy Jr. gets his understanding of the game.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Noah, he's covered by Thompson. Noah's shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Irving for 3. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound. Heinrich's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start.
Hey guys, if I cough a lot during the video, I quickly want to apologize for that. I kind of have a sore throat.
Hard to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
And Bennett the bucket on the assist by Irving. Bennett's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Got a piece of it. Heinrich kicks to Augustine. Heinrich passes to Dunleavy. He feeds it to Augustine. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Here's Irving. Right now averaging 21 points a game. Bennett kicks to Thompson. Outside Irving. He passes it to Bennett. Back to Irving. Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Nice shot by Bennett. Now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Heinrich outside. The drive by Noah. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got his 4th assist in this one.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Now, here is Irving. Kicks it to Bennett. Dellavedova, guarded by Augustine. Knocked loose. Stolen by Boozer. Augustine against Irving. He kicks to Dunleavy. Lets it go from deep. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
On the wing, Dang. Passes it to Bennett. Outside Irving. The tray. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Dang against Noah. Dang dishes to Thompson. Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Heinrich passes to Augustine. Offensive rebound. Cruiser kicks to Dunleavy. Tries again. The shot no good.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Dishes to Bennett. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson with the bucket. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
One thing people kind of forget about with Irving is that in addition to all the skills he has at the point guard spot, he's a pretty physical point guard. He's well put together and can muscle it up with about any defender he faces.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Now here is Augustine. He's got 8. And Verajao kicks to Jack. Finished off the break. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Here's Heinrich, averaging 9 points per contest. Noah dishes to Augustine. Knocks down the 3 ball. Augustine's got 11. And for Irving, with his size and good athleticism, the potential is there to be a very good defensive player as well.
I think that's an area where he himself, Kevin, has acknowledged that he has some work to do. He's been focused so much on his offensive game, but now is the time to take that next step and become a real solid two-way player.
Clock management, this is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Here's Noah. Boozer trying to get open, and that one's good by Noah. He has 6. The Cavaliers trail by 5, and Jack kicks to Waiters.
Get there.
G passes to Jack, and there's the feed to Waiters. Back to Jack. The pass to G. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jack. Augustine with the steal. And the first half ends in a close one. It's the Bulls. They're up by 5.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome, everyone.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You gotta like what...
Sorry about this, guys.
DJ Augustine has done in this game.
Well, his ability to disrupt passes and get a hand on the ball, force a turnover, make a steal, it's been really impressive.
When he defends you, he basically forces you to play perfect. Any lapse of concentration, and he'll pick your pocket.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Up front, Boozer and Noah. Heinrich is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. Irving dishes to Thompson. Pass to Waiters. Irving. Feeds to Hawes. Irving kicks to Waiters. Pass to Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. 5th, Joakim Noah. The Cavaliers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
And so Thompson nails both of them. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Heinrich, and he uses the glass on the layup. Heinrich's got 10 points in the game. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Irving kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. And the three off target.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Shot's good by Butler.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Dellavedova, guarded by Heinrich. Passes to Karsov. Dellavedova. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first three shots. A tough start.
Dunleavy, the pass to Noah. Heinrich dishes to Boozer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The kick out to Jack. No good from outside.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
High post try, and Heinrich gets it to go. Heinrich's got 12 points in the game.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and the basket by Karsov.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Heinrich kicks to Butler. Boozer up top. Shoots from the line. Can't hit. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. 9th in fewest turnovers per game. 11th in rebounding. And as for three-point shooting as a team, a little bit to be desired here. They're top 20 in the league. They can certainly do better and strive to do better there.
No, they're a smart team. You talked about those few turnovers, and that's the number that really stands out to me when you go down that list of stats. They're smart. They don't take a lot of crazy gambles. They try to work the ball around the perimeter, get it inside when they can, and get the best shot every time down the floor.
Here's Heinrich. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Heinrich's got 6 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Karsov passes to Jack. The dish to Zeller. Dellavedova. And Jack kicks to Karsov. 6 to shoot. Back to Jack. Puts up a 3. Now the pass to Karsov. They shoot again. The rebound by Gibson. The Bulls leading by 8. He dishes it to Butler. It's tipped. Gibson with it. Now defended by Verajao. Gets it to go.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Chicago making a switch here. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And Waiters kicks to Jack. He feeds it to Zeller. Back to Jack. That's good from 17 feet away. Jack's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Outside Butler. Kicks to Noah. He passes to Gibson. Rejected by Verajao. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, Cleveland. 8-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Noah. Puts up the baby hook. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
He kicks it to Waiters. Back to Jack. Dishes it to Zeller. The shot from the low post is good. Here's Heinrich. 14 points for him.
You know, you're not going to find too many 7-footers who are as mobile as Tyler Zeller. His biggest attribute, I think, is his ability to get out and run in transition in either direction. So really a versatile player who's got a lot of skill, and I think going to be a good player in this league for a long time.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Heinrich dishes to Butler. Back to Heinrich. Gibson with the screen on Jack. Off the pick. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Going back to Zeller. Clark very mobile for a 7-footer, but his wingspan has been the question mark.
Yeah, you know what? That's interesting. His standing reach is more in the area of a power forward. That may actually be his best position going forward. His quickness is good, his speed and mobility are there, and he's got a nice shooting touch as well.
Knocks it loose. Dang passes to Jack, and that one's good. Jack's got 6 points.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Heinrich kicks to Gibson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The feed to Heinrich. Snell, he's covered by Dang. Offensive rebound. Noah, and it's blocked by Zeller. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Waiters dishes to Bergeron. Pass to Waiters. Clock is at 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Feeds it to Gibson. Working on Thompson. Tries to snap the cold streak. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Gibson passes to Noah. Misses off the left iron.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
And Thompson kicks to Dang. Here's Waiters. No good. That would have tied it.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Pass to Heinrich. Now the dish to Noah. Back to Heinrich. Rejected by Waiters. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Some solid defense from Butler.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
And now Jack pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That one goes. Count it. Jack's got 6 here in this quarter.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, one of the things you love about Jarrett Jack, other than his leadership and professionalism, is his ability to create his own shot. I mean, he is strong and athletic and very aggressive in looking for his shot. It's tough for a defender to body him up or throw him off stride by playing physically with him because he relishes in that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Bergeron. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And that is good. 8 points for him.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
And Clark, moments ago, you just talked about Jarrett Jett. He can make some tough shots, Steve. We saw it all season long with Golden State last year.
Well, he's fearless, Kevin. His ability to shoot off the dribble and knock down a three, but in pressure situations, he seems to really thrive, and I think that's where he separates himself from a lot of NBA players.
Snell, defended by Waiters. Gibson backs in. Pass to Heinrich. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good by Noah.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. And the pass to Dang. He dishes it to Irving. He feeds it to Waiters. Kicks to Hawes. Working on Noah. Irving for three. They get the rebound. Thompson. Great D that time from Gibson. The Bulls leading by 3. He kicks it to Butler. And it's blocked by Dang. And here's Irving. He has 6. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. First free throw is good.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Kirk Heinrich.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Snell, defended by Waiters. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And it's blocked. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. And it's blocked by Dang.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Chicago ranks league-wide. 4th in fewest turnovers per game, 6th in free throw percentage, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
To me, offense is all about getting good shots, and you can't get good shots unless you're taking care of the ball. And Clark, you talked about those turnover numbers, the lack thereof. I mean, that's impressive. This is a very well-coached, disciplined team.
Waiters dishes to Hawes. There's the feed to Waiters. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving for 3. Good on the shot. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career, and some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
Dang with the bucket.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Snell. And that one's good. 12 points for him.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dishes to Waiters. Shoots from the corner. Again, the Cavaliers score. Now Augustine, 11 points in the game. Snell nails the 16-footer. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. Irving and Waiters, the guards. Tristan Thompson is out there with Spencer Hawes, and it's Dang in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Clock at 6. Butler goes in, and Lou Eldang gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Now here's Noah, guarded by Hawes. Here's Butler. Gets it to go. Butler's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Irving drives in. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half. Chicago leading. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Gibson setting a pick for Augustine. Here's Butler. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Butler's got 4 this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Dang passes to Waiters. Augustine with the steal. Shot denied. Now Thompson feeds it to Hawes. Dang kicks to Irving from the arc. That's good.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Tipped away. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Waiters leading the charge to take the lead, and Irving gets it to go on the assist from Dion Waiters. Waiters got assist number 5 here tonight. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Augustine. The shot will not go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Now Cleveland moving it up. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Augustine off the pick from Boozer. Augustine, that's good. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if this comes down to the final possession. It just kind of has that feel tonight, doesn't it?
And Verejao kicks to Jack. The dish to G. Dellavedova. Pass to Verejao. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Carlos Boozer. And he knocks down the first one. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Augustine. And so Verejao hits them both. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Butler off a pick from Boozer. Butler dishes to Boozer. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Pass to Jack. Shot clock at 5. Dellavedova. He dishes it to Verejao. Good. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Passes it to Jack. He feeds it to G. Back to Jack. Now Verjao inside. Here's Dunleavy. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Heinrich against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here is Hawes. Dang passes to Irving. Kicks it to Hawes. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Bennett. Irving against Heinrich. Rejected by Irving. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Thompson with the ball. The kick out to Dang. The pass to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Butler with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Irving kicks to Dang. Waiters defended by Butler. Thompson dishes to Dang. Outside Irving. He passes to Waiters. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I give them a lot of credit. They didn't quit when they were behind. They really battled back here.
This has been a very impressive rally. The question is, can they keep the pedal to the metal or will they run out of gas?
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to fix it.
Sorry guys, my laptop is almost dead, so I have to charge it while I finish up this recording. You know? By the way, quick shout out to Xavier Henry. He's an NBA player for the Los Angeles Lakers. I want to say thank you for viewing my video and actually responding to me on Twitter. It really means a lot. You know, it's not every day that I get a tweet from a famous NBA player, let alone a talented one like yourself. Okay.
Figure out how to slow him down.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's Heinrich. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Butler kicks to Boozer. From 8. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
He kicks to Waiters. To the middle. Pause. Here's Thompson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him, when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
Outside Irving. Waiters. A three-pointer off the mark. Heinrich with it. The feed now to Dunley. Looking to get back on track here. The Cavaliers pull it in. Irving's got his third rebound on the night. Gives him the lead pass.
Take it, Irving.
Dishes it to Waiters. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Butler goes in, shoots off the step back. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving kicks to Waiters. Feeds it to Dang. There's the dish to Hawes. Working on Noah. Takes the 13-footer and misses it off the right side of the rim.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Three-pointer, Heinrich. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Excellent D there from Kirk Heinrich.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
The free throw drop.
Sorry about that. I want to see who picked up both foul Lowell there. Oh snap.
For Dunleavy. Both shots good from the stripe. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Timeout called, Cleveland.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
For the Cavaliers. Here's G, defended by Dunleavy. Pass to Zeller, 13 feet away. That's short off the rim. Bulls trail by 3. Heinrich outside. It's rebounded by G. G's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Bennett the pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Bennett. G. Inside. And Zeller backs down. Lets it go from 11. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Heinrich. Heinrich, right side. Pass to Noah. 4 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Passes it to G. Dellavedova. Then it kicks to Carson. Cleveland moving the ball around. But they recover it. Dellavedova, defended by Dunleavy. He feeds it to Bennett, expanding his range. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy dishes to Gibson. Gibson off the pick from Dunleavy. Heinrich passes to Gibson. Dunleavy defended by Karasov. 3 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And both free throws good for Dunleavy.
Boy, they needed those 2 free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance now.
Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Waiters kicks to G. Waiters. Outside Irving. The kick out to Jack. And there's the pass to Waiters. Irving. The rebound by Gibson.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Heinrich dishes to Dunleavy. Back to Heinrich. Jack against Heinrich. Jack passes to G. And Waiters kicks to Jack. Irving dishes to Jack. Waiters. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, that took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
Down low. Here's Jack. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That's good from Jack. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 7. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
3-pointer Augustine. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just...
Hey, thank y'all for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It really means a lot. This is Monty was saying, thank you for watching this video. Leave a like rating, favorite it, share it, comment on what you want to see next. Subscribe if you already haven't, and my apologies for this video being so long. You know, just the way it is. It's a close game, 7 points. I'll see y'all next time. This is Monty was saying goodbye. With the song, by the way, sorry about that. With the song y'all just saw on, everything else, no copyright intended. See y'all next time. Sorry about what.